For decades, work has been seen as a stable bridge between effort and security. But recently, many people are beginning to notice subtle changes in how that bridge is built. Tasks that once required human attention are now completed silently, instantly, and without rest. Not because of a sudden revolution, but because of a quiet accumulation of technology. The question is no longer whether artificial intelligence will change the job market, but which roles are already closest to the edge. Artificial intelligence did not emerge to replace people. It emerged to solve efficiency problems. Organizations generate massive volumes of data, repetitive processes, and decisions that follow clear patterns. From a technical perspective, machine learning systems excel precisely in these environments. Structured information, measurable outcomes, and repeatable tasks. At the same time, economic pressure has pushed companies to automate wherever possible. Rising costs, global competition, and the demand for constant availability created ideal conditions for AI adoption. This explains why AI is not appearing suddenly in futuristic labs, but quietly integrating into everyday systems already in use. The first jobs affected are not defined by titles, but by task composition. Studies indicate that roles dominated by predictable routines are the most vulnerable. Data entry clerks, for example, work with structured information and clear rules. Modern AI systems can process, validate, and organize data at a scale no human team can match. Customer support is another early example. Chatbots powered by natural language processing now handle common questions, schedule requests, and basic troubleshooting. These systems do not replace empathy, but they absorb the majority of repetitive interactions. What remains for humans becomes smaller, more complex, and less frequent. Accounting and bookkeeping illustrate this transition clearly. Invoice matching, expense categorization, and compliance checks rely on pattern recognition and consistency. AI systems trained on financial data perform these tasks continuously with minimal error and no fatigue. The role does not disappear instantly, but it shrinks, changes shape, and demands fewer people. This shift is not merely about replacing human hands, but about redefining what work entails in these areas. Jobs that were once considered entry-level or transitional now face pressure to evolve or become obsolete. Meanwhile, the people who once filled these roles find themselves needing new skills or directions. The implications ripple through industries quietly but persistently. Moreover, this automation trend influences workplace culture and expectations. With AI handling routine inquiries or data tasks, human workers are increasingly expected to focus on problem-solving and creativity. This shift can lead to more fulfilling roles, but also to increased pressure and the need for continuous adaptation. It requires a balance between leveraging AI's strengths and preserving meaningful human contribution. In summary, the jobs AI will eliminate first are often those defined by repetition, clear rules, and predictable outcomes. These are roles where technology can easily replicate or outperform human effort. Understanding this helps frame broader discussions about the future of work, skill development, and economic planning. As the pace of change continues, staying informed and adaptable becomes crucial not just for individuals, but for societies at large. Manufacturing and logistics offer another clear example. Robotic systems guided by AI vision and predictive models now sort packages, manage inventory, and optimize routes. The technology does not eliminate factories or warehouses, but it reduces the number of workers needed to keep them running efficiently. Even creative adjacent roles are not untouched. Basic content moderation, template-based design, and automated reporting follow defined frameworks. When creativity is constrained by rules, AI becomes highly effective. This reveals an important pattern. Artificial intelligence replaces tasks before it replaces professions. As these changes accumulate, broader effects begin to appear. Decision-making shifts upward, while execution becomes increasingly automated. Fewer people are required to oversee larger systems. This influences hiring practices, training priorities, and long-term career paths. Experts suggest that jobs centered on judgment, social understanding, and complex human interaction remain resilient for now. However, even these roles are reshaped by AI-assisted tools that guide decisions and filter information. The boundary between human and machine contribution becomes less visible. Privacy and control also enter the discussion. AI-driven productivity tools track performance, predict outcomes, and recommend actions. This creates efficiency, but also introduces constant measurement. Work becomes more transparent, but also more monitored. What emerges is not a sudden collapse of employment, but a gradual redefinition of value. Skills tied to repetition lose importance, while adaptability, interpretation, and system-level thinking gain prominence. Throughout history, technology has always changed how work is done. Artificial intelligence follows the same pattern, but at an unprecedented speed and scale. The jobs eliminated first are not the most visible, but the most predictable. Understanding this shift is not about fear or optimism. It is about clarity. When technology quietly takes over routine tasks, it invites society to reconsider what human contribution truly means. That question may shape the future of work more than any algorithm ever could. The changes also highlight the growing need for lifelong learning and flexibility. Jobs that once required a fixed set of skills are evolving continuously, calling for workers to adapt, retrain, and embrace new tools. This transition may challenge traditional education systems and corporate training programs alike. Organizations that support this evolution stand to benefit the most in the long run. Meanwhile, society faces questions about fairness and access. Automation tends to hit certain communities and industries harder than others, which can deepen existing inequalities if not managed thoughtfully. Public policies and social programs may need to evolve in parallel with technological advancements to ensure a balanced transition. In this quiet reshaping of the workforce, the focus shifts from quantity of jobs to quality and meaning. Work that requires creativity, emotional intelligence, and complex problem-solving gains new importance. At the same time, there is an opportunity to rethink how society values different kinds of contribution beyond traditional employment. These reflections may influence not only economics, but culture and identity. If this content resonated with you, consider subscribing. Here on Tech Chronicles, each video offers a new way to understand how technology shapes our future and affects our lives. Subscribe to stay updated with upcoming content.